welcome or welcome back to Books and Bocadillos. My name is Mariana, and this is day 11 of the 12 Days of Christmas and day 11 of the 12 Tags of Christmas series. I am really excited to do this tag. This is a short and sweet tag, so I'm hoping it's a short and sweet video. It was created by Roving Reader. This is the Bring Browsing Back book tag, and I was tagged about 4 months ago by Pat at Book Chat with Pat. Prompt number 1 is Magic of Discovery. Share a book you found while browsing that you may not have discovered otherwise. And I have talked about this on my channel before, but I want to talk about it again. It is I Love Romcoms and I Am a Feminist. It is written by Corrina Antrobus and illustrated by Vulga drawings. And the illustrations are really, really cool. So this is an example. And this one is the rom-com that taught women the need for self-defense and its miscongeniality. So it has a synopsis of miscongeniality. The director was Donald Petrie, writers Mark Lawrence, Katie Ford, Karen Lucas, and it was released in the year 2000. And so it talks about a synopsis of the movie, and then it has other rom-coms to binge if you liked miscongeniality. So it says other rom-coms to binge: Promising Young Woman, published in or released in 2020. Carrie Mulligan as a one-woman vigilante against male predators might be the opposite of romantic, but there's comic relief in her black comedy heart. I have never heard of that one. Promising Young Woman. I'm gonna look for it. And the other one is Palm Springs, also released in 2020. Kristen Milioti's Sarah puts up a hell of a fight when she finds herself in Groundhog Day turmoil. I have not heard of either one of those rom-coms, so I am excited to check them out. So this is one that I keep on my desk, and I just browse from time to time. It's not one that I'm like reading from like it's in one sitting or religiously. It's just one that I dabble in occasionally. And it's a gorgeous book. Next question. I'm using my Notion app to help me. Okay, next question is Expanding World. Share a book that has made you view things from a different perspective or exposed you to new ideas. And for this one, I chose another book. I think I've talked about all the books I'm talking about today on my channel before. That's okay. It's Night Vision by Mariana Alessandri, Seeing Ourselves Through Dark Moods. I'm going to read the introduction to this, just a paragraph or two. The title of the introduction is Doubting the Light. There are times, many of which we keep secret, when we free fall into darkness, long days of obscurity and shadow, hours of doubt that cloud the mind, depression so deep it seems impossible to see a way forward. All we want is a little light, a little clarity, a little sunshine. We long for the dawn of a new day. Even when we're feeling okay, we invoke the light often enough. We seek the light, have a light bulb moment. Seek the light at the end of the tunnel. We're drawn to people who glow or have a radiant smile. At least in the United States, historically, the land of bootstraps, optimism, and the power of positive thinking, we've been raised on a diet of light. We associate it with everything from safety to intelligence to peace to hope to purity to optimism to love to happiness to fun to frivolity to everything good. Taken together, these little equations make up the light metaphor, which holds that bright is preferable to dim, sunshine happier than clouds, and light moods superior to dark moods. This book is about the urge to pair light with good and dark with bad. We'll explore the pairing's underlying origins, its promises, and ultimately, its harmful effects. It's understandable that we would want to avoid darkness, but we hurt ourselves chasing the light. What we need going forward is to stop trying to shed light on darkness and instead learn to see in the dark. So that is Night Vision by Mariana Alessandri. This is a book that I've started and I have not finished, but I take it in small pieces. You can read about the different moods. So she talks about grief and depression, anxiety and anger, the dark moods that one tends to hide or conceal or withdraw when struck by the dark moods. And this book challenges people to learn to be comfortable and not try to undo a dark mood, but rather just to accept it and let it let it let it be what it is. Let it guide you. Let it exist. And that's a very different way of thinking about moods. Oftentimes, I mean, I get it that we try to be positive and try to reframe things and try to hide away the dark parts of us. And sometimes those dark parts need to be acknowledged. Next one is question number 3. Open to change. Share a book that has changed who you are as a person or altered your day-to-day habits. For this one, I chose this. It's a journal, Rhythms for Life, Planner and Journal, 90 Days to Preface and Purpose by Rebekah Lyons. This book just literally changed my habits. It's taught me to slow down. It has me reflecting on rest, restoration, connection, and creativity. It has a space for quiet reflections. I've enjoyed it, and it came about. The Rhythms of Life came about in conversation with my spiritual director a few years ago, and ever since that conversation with her about rhythms of life, rhythms for life, I sought out the journal, and it's really, really been a life-changing thing for me. Lastly, question number 4. Browse a bookstore, library, or friend's shelves and talk about a book that you found there. Women on Women is the book that I've chosen. So this book I found while browsing at a local indie bookstore on a day trip to the beach with some friends. And one of my friends that was with me said, "Oh, I have that book. I can loan it to you." And then she was about to loan it to me, but then I ended up buying it at a charity event. My friend who owns a bookstore was having a book sale, and to support the charity event, I went ahead and I purchased it. So this is Vanity Fair's Women on Women, edited by Radhika Jones with David Friend. And it has different essays. It's an anthology of essays about women, written by women. One of the ones that I wanted to highlight is there's one about Frida Kahlo. It's right here. So, Diary of a Mad Artist is an essay about Frida Kahlo, and it's written by Amy Fine Collins, September 1995. I'll read the first paragraph because it's really gripping and interesting. As frenzied mourners watched the earthly remains of Frida Kahlo roll away into the crematory, the artist, known in her day for her macabre sense of mischief, played one last ghoulish trick on her audience. The sudden blast of heat from the open incinerator doors blew the bejeweled, elaborately coiffed body bolt upright. Her ignited hair blazed around her head like an infernal halo. One observer recalled that, deformed by the phantasmagoric flickering shadows, her lips appeared to break into a grin just as the doors closed shut. Frida's post-mortem chuckle, a last laugh if there ever was one, is echoing still, half a century after the death of Gallo, around whom a whole industry has sprung up like a garden on a gravesite, grows more alive with each passing decade. I think all of these essays, the ones that I've read, they're all very well written, and I feel like every essay that I've read in here, I haven't read many, I've read some, and I've learned something new about the person, about the woman that is being highlighted. So the ones I've read are, I think, Whoopi Goldberg and Tina Fey, Hillary Clinton, and Barbara Bush. So those are all in here. I want to see a second part to this because there's women that I think are not in here that are of the time, and I'd like to see essays about them as well in the future. So that's it. I'm not tagging anybody because I'm really late to this tag. I'm about 4 months late to doing this tag. If you like this tag and you want to do it, by all means, consider yourself tagged. Sean Holt, I'm looking at you. I know we talked about this in the comments, so you're more than welcome to feel tagged. I tag you actually. You might be interested in this one, and it's nice and sweet. So thank you so much for watching. Hasta la próxima.